Here we go. Tweet out the road. Let's do it.
All them are rings and a browns. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come we go mash them down. Can't lose. Deal with them rust because of who them come and prove. Me a mash them down. Can't lose. All them are rings and a browns. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come we go mash them down. Can't lose. Cannot take off my mash them down. Can't lose. Listen up. Let the children I say to honor your mother and your father. Tell you again. I say to love you one another. Praise the Lord. See I crown. Now this Ababa, 2nd of November 1930. Java. Hey, from the wicked, me that's the lava. Big up the ghetto girl, a Kingston and Balaclava. Mama used to give me dumpling, make out a cassava. Yo, you got the riches, you must share what you have. Farmer from the food, that's not the people them from starve. Yo, Jaido cities rather than it is stuff. All day, and me know them must get cut off. Babylon, them red, get shut off. Come what we go mash them down, nah lose. All them are rings and a brown stumbling block will have to move when we go mash them down, nah lose. Why not? Say approve them approve. Wicked people we are go mash them down, nah lose. Long carrying lion, obstacles him come approve when we go mash them down, nah lose. Babylon we mash them down. Burn them plan and them plot and them strategies. Burn them up them computers and them cartridges. Like a bloody jungle, I'm gonna bust them categories. This philosophy are them head up in our worries. Mash them down, nah lose. Deal with them rough because of who them come approve. Come let me go mash them down, nah lose. Babylon I mash them down.
Yo, it's a real Monday vibe. I hope everybody's got their coffee. I hope everybody's stocked up on Crow. I did not even realize my screen was reading the right price last night. Yo, Matic is at 91 cents. I literally thought that was a glitch last night when I was falling asleep. We're up 8% with Matic. ETH is at, where are we? Still at 1350. Still at 1350. Now this is big shit because this is Monday. That means we closed over 1320. Bye, Bobo. Sorry, Bishy's going to the dentist. Those are not dope Monday vibes. Send some love to Bish. To my Bish. Oh, if you guys are new here, that's Lizzie's nickname. That shit gets mad awkward when people don't know that, and I yell it in public. I'm like, Bish, I'm in the car. Work is up here. Voodoo is up here. Chico is up here. Fuck yeah. Yo, I hope y'all are feeling bullish on a Monday, because I called it again. I fucking called it again. I'm still holding a couple ETH. I'm glad I didn't dump them. This shit is ripping. What is going on around here? You guys got to catch me up. I fell asleep late. I woke up late. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. We got a bunch of like Dex activity today, right? Board candy. We got board candy. We got board candy up here. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Voodoo, catch me up, bro.
What's up, bud?
What's up?
Yeah, I've been watching there's like a lot of FUD going around on Aptos. People are, but I've been buying back in
That was
and very,
180 FUD, bro. That was like
very
that went from
happy.
like
Listen,
crazy talk to
you know what they say when
ridiculous
they're
FUD.
FUDing, that's what they say. When they're FUDing, that's when you get those buy opportunities. And
For real.
I mean, it was all their money anyway, so like I'm not really invested in over there. But yeah, that worked out really well buying back in, and now it's sitting at like 9. Where's that though from my long list? 979.
Aptos. It
So
was at $6 before, right?
yeah, I was buying it like 720. And that's like almost
That's
$3.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
having big money behind your chain is not a bad thing.
no, and like I said, a lot of these guys are experienced developers, using that language Move, which they essentially created. And they have a lot of VC, like big top VC dollars behind them, including indirectly Facebook, and some of the biggest investment firms in the U.S. Involved in building this blockchain. So the whole thing can crash tomorrow, but right now I'm liking what I'm seeing.
If it crashes tomorrow, we're blaming Facebook for sure. Like that's the first one to go.
Yeah,
Zuckerberg's metaverse. I mean, they're trashing it on CNN. You know what I mean? Like MSNBC, places where people get the news and know nothing about crypto. But like anybody can look at that screenshot of Mark looking stupid in front of the, fake Eiffel Tower, and everybody clowns that. Everybody. And now there's a story going around that they're begging their own employees to use their metaverse for work, and it's like it's just a bad look for the metaverse, bro. But honestly, it's a good look for us. I think everybody around here that's building on Chronos is doing it better. I really do. Isn't Board Candy launching today? The farms and pools.
you're close. You're close. You're close.
Ah,
Speaking of which, we need to get the Thunder pool
I keep
situated.
checking. I check
You have
daily.
to. Well, you have till the probably like Thursday, but we want to get all that set up by the end of this week. We just launched the NFT. Uh, Launched last weekend. I think last I checked, we were sitting roughly at about 20, 22%, 22.96. So pretty much 23%. And that is without the reveal. And yes, I know. When. Well, when I first got up this morning at about 2:33, the guy that's actually doing the upload said they were at 40%, and I just got a message from him in the last couple of minutes, and we are now at 90%. So I'm in California, so I'm guessing before lunchtime, my time, within the next 4 to 5 hours, the reveals should start popping out. That being said, the everything goes live on the 31st. We've already confirmed that Scratch is going to be one of the LPs on the decks, Thunder, and then we're trying to get as many other uh, community tokens involved too, because that's basically our main focus. And of course, we're going to have like the regular LPs, so Candy, obviously, Candy Crow, USDC, USDT. It's going to be plenty of options there in the farms to farm more candy. The NFTs, like I said before, you could use up to 5 per farm, each at 3%, giving you a total of a 15% gain uh, per per farm maximum. And then you'll also be able to single stake the candy, sorry, the candy NFTs. Like I said, everything's going live on the 31st. That includes the game, that includes the decks, that includes these bars, and the reveal should be in the next 4 to 5 hours.
Is it harder to do it like this with the launching without a reveal of the art and then revealing it afterwards? Is that more difficult?
Well, the thing is, at the last second, someone decided to throw in Rarity Sniper, which kind of changed the direction of how it's going to be uploaded. Like, I mean, we did the Gen 2 BDMs, and they were instant reveals because and there were bigger files too. These are like 4K graphic files, but we were uploading for about 3 days prior to the launch. I had more control over the deployment and of those contracts than I do with this one. They have their own. Ford Candy has its own development team, whereas with BDM, I was working directly with the development team. So it kind of allowed me to keep control over the scheduling of when things were done. If it was up to me, we would have been uploaded probably by like Wednesday, Thursday, the latest. But I could see the security concern about that because when these files are uploaded to IPFS, it's public information. So anyone with the know-how could potentially get into those directories and see exactly what every NFT looks like to kind of manipulate your mint. So that's why most
So the
projects
longer it
try.
takes, sorry, the longer it takes to upload, the more of a danger there is that someone could take the art and redeploy it somewhere else and try and trick people or something like that.
That's one thing. The other thing is that just by knowing what exact ID is connected to what NFT, right? You could basically manipulate the mint itself. So if I knew that the fifth NFT being minted was a super rare, or the 108th NFTs being super rare, I can just wait till it gets to 90 and then purchase 20 to make sure I get that one, right? Because the information is out there. So you really want to keep it as close to the vest as possible and as close to your actual launch as possible. It's really just a juggling trick of just time management. But I'll be the first to admit this time we were off par. This should have been uploaded by Friday, and because you can always come back and add Rarity Sniper. That should have been the option we went with rather than re-upload everything over.
Well,
But
then
when they
this is
come
great
out, you'll
information for other projects. Like
yeah.
that's the
I mean, you
lesson,
live and you learn.
right? And the
You know,
lesson is you do rarity sniper after the fact.
after the fact, because it's going to take you less time. And if you're already uploading, just go through it, and you can always add Rarity Sniper. It's a great tool, and it's going to give the project a lot of exposure, especially to other EVMs, because Rarity Sniper's site is very popular for Ethereum projects. So that's going to put fresh eyes on the project, which is great. Um, but again, we should just power through it. But we learned something from this.
Living and
And we
learning,
should have.
baby. I'm
Yes,
living and
sir.
learning, right? Like I'm not letting anybody up here anymore. This guy, whoever you are, it says you're 94 years old. Our birthdays are close, but like you were born 60 years before me. So that's if I'm 40, you're 100 years old, bro. So like you only have 25 followers. I'm not falling for it. Someone came up here and dropped multiple N bombs yesterday, and I'm not playing. I'm not here to play games. So come back later. Hey, everything else is smooth, right? With board candy, besides the art.
Besides the reveal, everything else seems to be working perfect.
Dope.
So this week we're going to focus on getting these LPs situated with all the projects, um, and just do the final push of marketing before the 31st. I believe Wednesday we'll be testing uh, the game ourselves. The team will be. That's just to make sure that everything runs smooth on Monday the 31st.
Monday the 31st. A lot of stuff is happening this Friday as well. Um, in fact, I'll shout ourselves out. The Thunder Project is dropping the first Soulbound NFT or Soulbound token uh, on Chronos, and we're super excited about that. This could be a big shift, and we could completely skip the no royalties talk on Chronos. That's how I'm seeing this gig. If we can really take advantage of what Soulbound NFTs mean and what Soulbound tokens can do uh, to incentivize people without having a tradable value, um, I think this is going to go big places. Who else is up here? Sphinx.
Wait. Explain that. I have no idea what this soul band thing is. I've never
Oh
heard of it.
shit! Yeah, let's back it up. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 15 past 9. This is Coffee and Crow 2.0, the proof of stake version. And proof of stake is just better than proof of work, right? ETH is super deflationary at this point, and we're over 1350. Uh, I learned about soulbound tokens from the ETH god himself, Vitalik Buterin, who wrote an article on soulbound NFTs or soulbound tokens, right? So these are NFTs that cannot be transferred. So this is something that would remain attached to your wallet in perpetuity. So one of the things that we saw as a use case for this right off the bat was as a type of credential, as a type of way to validate people, verify their trustworthiness, right? Like if a wallet is holding a soulbound NFT that we issued in here, that should mean something. That should mean something to people um, who are out here scanning wallets, because we've learned how to be blockchain detectives over the past year, and it's important that everybody in here sees themselves that way. You know, it's just using Chronoscan, but like, or Etherscan, or any of these blockchain scanners that we've taught ourselves and everybody else how to use. Like, this is incredibly important stuff, because we forget the fact that, like, we got here, we learned how to do this shit, and then we learned how to look into how other people were doing things. But the people that were onboarding, they're nowhere near to this level, and we need to look out for everybody. So that's why the people who have made it this far need to start seeing themselves in a different light. I can't be the only one chasing scammers around Twitter, letting everybody know in the spaces that they talk in that, the last guy you heard from is full of shit. Like, we all need to be doing that. That's all I got. Sphinx, what's up, baby?
What's up, Alpha? How you doing today?
I'm bullish, bro. I'm feeling bullish on a Monday morning. I I didn't make up the metrics about ETH at 1320. I was told if we close on Sunday over 1320, that's a bull signal.
It's looking good. It's looking cautiously good. I'm gonna say I'm
Cautiously good. I like that. Yeah.
I'm cautiously bullish.
I'll take it. What's going on with Sphinx though?
Today, just I'm focusing on the bridge a little bit today, trying to get the word out about the Crow Bridge being live. But we got USDT and USDC. You can bridge to BSC, ETH, BRISE, and back and forth. So I'm trying to push that out today to a couple different places. Everything else, we're just kind of chilling, trying to get some more people onto the decks though. So like, if you guys want to add liquidity and stuff, hit me up. Just trying to grow the Crow side a lot right now. That's my goal. So
Yeah, I think people have no idea what we're talking about, to tell you the truth, right? Like, Sphinx started on BSC.
yep, yes sir.
And like, is there traffic on the Chronos? Because let's see, you're on multiple chains now. So BSC, Chronos. Let me look at the website. How many other blockchains?
Chronos, BSC, Loop, BRISE, Ethereum, and Apex.
It's an interesting group of blockchains.
Yeah.
I dig it, man. I want everybody to be aware of all these things going on Chronos. Most of them have no idea. I didn't.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's like Chronos is my personal favorite out of anything we offer. I fucking got into some BSC plays this weekend and I wish I didn't. So
I've never touched it. I've never touched BSC, and only recently have I had people reaching out from that side of things to like incentivize me to, for lack of a better term. But like, I don't know. I've always been wary of Binance Smart Chain.
well, you know how it is in Crow, right? I mean, it's like it's a pretty tight knit community, and like you can call out people when they fucking suck, right? But like, there's so many people on BSC that like you have to be like on top of this shit, and you have to be really careful what you get in, and a lot of it is just very like GD, I guess would be the way to put it. I don't even know another way to put it because that's pretty much what it is. It's like, there's some contracts that launch, they last like 2 hours. And I ain't about that life. So, I mean, I'm trying to find stuff that's like more long term personally.
I
So,
can dig it, man. Like that's the vibes over here, and there's reasons that I haven't touched it, even though I've touched a bunch of other chains since I came from ETH to Crow. I didn't even see myself as going from ETH to Crow. I was holding Ethereum in MetaMask without realizing that I was doing DeFi. You know why? I just realized this recently. I forgot I bought Axes. I bought Axes back in the day. That was actually my first NFT, but I didn't mint them. So it wasn't my first mint. But Axie Infinity was my first play, dude.
damn, yeah, didn't they get hacked recently or some
Yo,
shit?
I haven't looked at it since. I got the news story while I was doing shows in here about the Ronin Bridge hack, and I literally have not looked at my Ronin wallet with the 3 Axes and however much like SLP and ETH is still in there. I haven't even looked because I'm that fucking scared.
Yeah, I don't blame you, bro.
I just, like the longer it goes on, the easier it is for me to just not look. And I just keep telling myself like Axes are gonna be historically relevant NFTs, even though nobody's playing the game. I'm holding, baby. I'm really getting good at holding shit to zero. Like that is my fucking superpower.
On that copium.
Yeah, boy. Baby Hop, what's up, dude?
What up? What up? What up? Yeah, Binance. It's like 90% chance of a rug, 10% chance of 100x. That's my
A
experience.
lot of people
Uh,
take those odds still to
it,
this
it,
day, bro. A lot of
dude,
people taking those odds.
it's so. But dude, when I mean like it's a fast moon. I've seen shit open up and go to $1 million market cap in like 3
And
hours.
still have liquidity for you to cash out because
Yeah, bro.
people on this side of things are still beginner enough to not see the difference between liquidity and market cap and chase 100x's and get rug pulled because there's never any liquidity to trade out of.
But what I noticed too is like there's a lot of bots that play over there. So like once liquidity gets to a certain amount, like 20K, bro, the amount of bot like you have to shut your notifications off if you're on like a Telegram chat because the bots that come in and just like ramp it are so crazy. And I remember like last summer, me and a couple buddies, we were like looking for the parameters that these bots were like triggering at and then
Don't you think that's the
aping in
majority of transactions? Don't you think that's the
100%.
majority of volume?
But like you ape in and you bot farm these things and just use them as liquidity because that's what they're doing to us. So just understand their algorithm, ape, and dump on them because they're gonna do it to you.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I want to get on some Terminator style shit
Yeah,
and
bro.
take out this fucking Skynet of bots that's been skimming our liquidity. Like, why
That's
can't we shoot these fuckers out of the sky and get
you
our
just
get
you
our
just gotta
skim
you
back?
just gotta you just gotta know their like you just gotta pay attention to what their algorithms are pretty much and like you'll get rugged enough. It's gonna take a couple rugs, but you're gonna get it and you're gonna
Right?
stomp right on their throat.
We have to use their
Dude,
strength against them, and their strength is the speed.
Yeah, it's
Like
fast.
they make the transaction a fraction of a second before and after mine.
Yep.
So if we can take that as a given, how can we use that against the bots?
bro, that's the thing. Like it's like when you make a BSC play, like you gotta fucking like if you're not watching it like every second, and that's what's annoying is like you can't even sleep on half of
You're
them
not
because they're
sleeping.
so
I
terrible.
never slept on a Binance play ever.
Yeah, dude,
Ever slept
bad
on a
move.
Binance play. I've never
Fucking
entered
bad
a
move.
Binance play and not taken my eyes off the BS scan to see if people are approving for to sell or
That's what it's
continuously
called,
running it.
BS scan. That's
Yeah.
hilarious, bro. That's a
Or
Yeah,
bullshit scanner.
we have
That's
stop
funny.
loss on the decks, and I really need to start using that because
yeah, but
like
so does I've used stop loss before, right? But can you use? I was reading in the beginning on MMF, right? They said not to use it on
Oh
like tax
God,
tokens.
don't do it.
Yeah, I know, but they were saying don't use it on tax tokens. I guess because like it kind of fucks up like the
Why you gotta
values.
bring up MMF, bro?
I'm sorry.
Honestly.
I'm sorry.
Everything else is going up. What the fuck is MMF doing?
Oh, they're pulling
Honestly,
their liquidity.
is
You
that what
know,
they're doing? Because that's what it looks like. That's what
look
it
at your
feels
look at
like.
your so look at your DMs,
It
and it
feels like
is that.
everybody is just straight selling that shit at this point. Like,
I
is
sent you.
anybody holding MMF anymore?
No, the devs aren't even holding it. They're removing
That
liquidity
is
from
piss
MUSD.
poor. That is
Like
piss
I
poor.
don't know what's going on, but
I'm the only fucker holding MMF bags to the bottom. That's so fucked up. I can't even tell you. I'm sorry, Nat. I'm sorry, but like you guys convinced me to get into that shit. I was never into MMF.
By all
And
intents and
now I'm the
purposes,
last
dude,
one holding.
they should have been just fine because they were like the only decks on Chronos. They just fucked it up. They just like, it makes no sense.
And I'm still sending the DMs. I'm still like, hey, come in here and talk about it. There's no reason why you can't. If Scampone can go up in Alex's space and Goxstein's space to try and pitch chimichangas, then like there's no reason that Meerkat heads can't come in here and just talk to us about what the fuck is going on. Because there's nothing that could go worse at this point. Voodoo, what do you think?
Two things. BSC, I love that BSC scan. It's one of the very first and only ones that I've seen that has a data chart that basically tells you how how much money's coming into a protocol and how much money's leaving. So it's like an overlaying chart where like one color is I think blue and the other color is red, and one color is the people buying in, and the other one is the people cashing out. So if you watch like any tune fork, you'll see the progression, right? It always starts off that there's way more money going in than there's coming out. But the moment that money switches over and the other side of that chart is higher than the other, where it shows there's more money leaving than there's money coming into the protocol, it
Do
very
you know
rarely, if
how
ever,
bad that would save
recovers.
my ass on Chronos? Like if we had that
It's
on Chronos, I would not be in the hole right
I've been looking for it on Chronos. I haven't found it anywhere. I actually have someone who's in the process of trying to build me something
because
like
we're
that.
just going on feelings, man. I'm just like it feels like
Yeah.
there's more money leaving than coming in, and then I still hold to zero. What am I talking about?
And the other thing, I believe that MMF is getting ready to do their 1 year anniversary. That's going around
Woo!
in a rumor mill. So they're
Is that when
probably
it
gonna.
pumps? I don't know.
Well, like I bought a bag of MMF last week, thinking because the koi token that's coming out on Abisu's Bay. The only way to buy into that is going to be using an MMF Crow LP, I believe. It's either MMF US, I think it's MMF Crow. But that being said,
How
like
did
I've
they
just been
sneak that shit in, dude? That's
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 been
a
out for a
Hail
while.
Mary.
No,
Let's
that
go.
information's been out. It's on the Besus Bay's website and also
Oh
on the
yeah,
launch
no,
pad of
I didn't mean
MMF.
it like that. I meant how did they get Ibisus to commit to making it with an MMF Crow LP? But
Oh,
like that's
yeah.
smooth, man. That's smooth.
Well,
Well,
50% of the volume on Avis's Bay is from MMF, so he owes them a lot.
yeah.
I wanna watch the other. Me see it, Buzz.
Please and thank you, right? So I'm waiting on that pump still. We'll see.
One of these days, this fucker's gonna pump. But yeah, tell you what, a penny and a half. Like, how much lower can it go? Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. The answer is a lot lower, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to break it to you. If you're new here, the same amount of zeros that you can put on the right side of a number are the same amount of zeros you can put on the left side of a number, and that number is 18. No shit. You can put 18 fucking zeros on the left, and that's where it ends. That's as low as it goes. And that's just the limitations of our blockchain. Who knows? They might make it bigger.
I
You
did
need
pick
a
up a
nicer
degen
keyword.
last week, so I got a degen now. I
Yo,
picked up
the
Meerkat.
DGen token, the one that like 30x
No, a
while we were in
Meerkat.
here.
A Meerkat, like NFT.
Oh,
The
those
PFPs.
are trash.
I picked up one just to have. You never know.
That DGen
Explore.
token though, boy, that shit went off. That went
Bro,
off.
that went. It was at a. What did they launch at price wise?
Oh god,
Like a
very
penny?
low, under a penny,
Yeah, dude, that shit pumped.
and
It's
now
still
it's
going.
at like 50 cents or something.
Yeah, 47 cents. I think I looked at
So
earlier.
people
44 cents.
100x last week to this week. That's
And
crazy.
but it held. It's not like they're dumping it on
Right,
anybody.
and
It's
what
actually
is
holding,
that?
which is
I
impressive.
was just joking in here when I was like, bro, is this one of those like buy only contracts where like no one
Yeah.
can sell it? But I don't know. Also, low liquidity, like we were just talking about. It's a high market cap, low liquidity. So you got to know what you're doing. Morpheus.
Whole lot of price impact.
I got a whole lot of.
How are you guys today, and how was the tattoo convention?
We're waiting for the full update from our guys that are recuperating, but from the pictures on Twitter and what I can skim from the Discord, sounds like a huge success.
That is dope. Yeah, it looks fun, and of course, great job for you guys pushing out every project that has contributed there. And if you haven't actually, if you didn't give out all those stickers for Morphs, make sure Murphy gets some. Do that for me.
I didn't see any Thunder stickers in the last video I saw, so it looks like shit got cleaned out. Talk about like creating that solid link between Web 2 and Web 3. Talk about utility. I mean, if you had a Thunder NFT, you got in for free. You got a free t-shirt. You know, you got all types of shit. I saw Carcaeus tattoos. I have yet to see a Thunder tattoo, but we're doing reconnaissance, bro. Mikey's on his way up, so here we go. Murphy's on his way up. Here we go. The crew is en route. And these guys have been onboarding like some move. You know it. You know it. And we had a tax-free weekend that is continuing until we get out of this space and I put the fucking taxes back on. So Thunder is still tax-free. If you're waiting to send it to somebody to buy it, don't you fucking dare dump it. I'm watching you. I'm watching all of you. You got a couple hours left here.
See, if
Oh man, in Amsterdam.
let me just say to you, check out. I gagged myself. I'm gonna draw a raising hand on that ghost. That's me.
Don't do the perma raised hand. That is against the rules. But look at the squad in here, bro. Murph, Mikey, Jenkins, all these guys were in Virginia.
That is dope.
Hardcore team. I'd like to also. Hardcore team.
Yes, sir.
The Gladiators, pretty much.
Are you not
What
entertained?
How's everybody doing? Missed you guys.
Oh, Murph, you sound good and tired, bro. That's good sign.
Wiped the fuck out. We worked our tails off all weekend.
Fuck yeah. Give us
Yeah,
the
it was.
lowdown, bro. I am
Oh
dying.
man, okay.
Everybody is dying to hear what happened. Who got in the
All
fight?
right,
Who got
so
knocked out?
who got knocked out? What do you mean? Nobody got knocked out. We had a blast. What are you talking about?
Nobody got. All right.
They did the knocking out, dude. Come on.
You guys are lucky I didn't come back.
Let me peck his bow here.
Hit
So
you
I
with
get
Thunder
there.
Hammer.
You guys will never, you'll never believe some of this shit. So when I get there, all right, so let's back it way up. When we first started talking about all this, I was not aware that Jesse rented out the entire DoubleTree Hilton, right? And so if you wanted a room, you had to go through him and his staff. Well, I wasn't aware of that. So I wasn't going to be the guy that didn't get a damn room. So I found a room on hotels.com at a room maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes away. So fast forward,
I
you
remember
know,
this
get
because you
there.
kept saying
Yeah,
the hotel's booked. I had like everybody. You got to find your
right. Well,
stuff now. Yeah.
it was booked, but it wasn't booked. It was booked, but you could have got one, you know, through Jesse's staff. Well, and I just wasn't aware. Anyway, um, got my room. I get there, right? I'm at the La Quinta Inn, nice place. Check in. I get room 420. Like how I didn't ask for room 420. I didn't pay
Amazing.
extra. Like they just threw
It
me
was
in
meant to
there and
be.
they didn't know Adam from, you know, a hole in their ass. So
Bro,
it was,
mycelium is a hell of a drug. Like that shit spreads. We've got it. We've got a serious network of degens here.
yeah. So like it was unexplainable. I was like, man, if there ever is a sign, this is a sign, right? So it's a good thing. So I get there, get all unpacked. Johnny and them call me a few hours later, or well, the next day, because I was there a day early. Next day, Johnny calls me, hey, let's get up together. We had breakfast, me, Johnny, Tiago, and then Jenkins messaged me, hey, where's breakfast? And I'm like, holy shit, we're actually sitting at IHOP right now. So we, you know, told him. He showed up. All four of us had breakfast. It was a great time. We got there, got all the tables set up. The first day that that we were there, we didn't even have wristbands. Me, Johnny, Tiago, none of us had wristbands because we're all just carrying in boxes, walking in like we own the damn place. No one asked any questions. They were like, "Oh yeah, upstairs." So the second day we get in, secure. That's the biggest day, Saturday. The security's a lot tighter, right? They're like, "So where's your wristbands?" I was like, "What wristbands? Well, holy shit, I don't, you know, I don't know nothing about it." But I got my van looks like a little cargo van, right? So um, I looked the part. So they were like, oh, yeah, well, staff parking's right over
You
here.
got the
So I walked.
beard. You got the van. Like no one's asking you any questions. Bro.
No, dude, we were just running around, right? So, well, I get upstairs and this lady that remembered me from the Friday, she was like, oh, yeah, you just come over here. And then she hands me this big manila envelope. It's got, you know, yours and mine armbands in there because we get a special color. Just this whole thing. I was like, oh shit, well, we could have been, you know, kicking it for real yesterday, but we we just kind of walked in and owned the place. It took me a day and a half to even talk with Jesse. Like we saw each other and, you know, gave some, you know, threw our arms up in the air or whatever, but we never did even get to speak. He was busy constantly, right on the phone, talking to folks, just shaking hands and kissing babies. So but it was just a great time, man. We got to talk to a lot of folks, educated quite a few people on cryptocurrency. But you know, I learned way more about this whole thing um, than I thought I was going to, and we need to make some changes, right? So there's a lot of changes that need to be coming down the pipeline, and I think they're going to be great going forward. You and I probably need to get on a one-on-one conversation at some point soon. We definitely need to implement a few extra things. I did see in the Discord about um, a few Discord mod applicants. I
There's a
wasn't sure what
bunch.
happened.
Yeah, man. On Twitter, I've been getting hit up. A lot of people from like the Philippines and that area, and I
Yeah,
like I was like jump in like at least 4 people I sent to the Discord. Like, hey,
three
jump
of
in
them.
there,
Three
talk
of them
talk to these.
definitely. Yeah, three of them hit me up. So I'll be talking with them later this evening. But yeah, so I came back in yesterday, exhausted, took a shower, passed out, and yeah, I haven't even unpacked everything yet. But oh, it's great, man. Ugonzo, genius. Um, I got to meet Aluris, R Dog, CK, um, Mooney Mike obviously was there. Him, Trucks, and I. We all went out and hung out the Thursday night that I got in. Uh, that was a pretty interesting night. Went to play some pool, had some beers, some smoke. Good times. solidifying relationships. It's great to put faces to voices. And it was wild too, because Trucks picked up Mooney from the hotel, and was going to meet me at the pool hall. So I got there first. I'm alone in a bar, right? Waiting on people that I've only talked to on Twitter. It was pretty
Kind of like the story that I once heard.
Yeah, no
Three
one
DJs walk
whispered
into
bing
a bar.
bong in anybody's ear. Nobody got knocked out. These are like really good things, y'all. Like
no,
this
right.
crew
So
that's solidified. That's a serious crew.
I went in, ordered a beer, had a beer, went outside for a smoke. They still weren't there, right? Flipping through my phone, checking charts, what I do. And out of nowhere, I hear trucks like behind a pillar, maybe 5-6 cars down. And I was like, I know that fucking voice. Like it doesn't take a second. Like you can just hear each other. And it was interesting too. I walked up to a group of people Saturday, and I was like, so who is this or whatever? And I can't remember who it was. I was walking with them. They were like, no, I'm not going to tell you who anybody is. Just wait and listen to voices and you'll figure it out. Right. And it's cool. It worked too. And there was like Cool Chick, K-Dub, just, all sorts of folks right there, man. It was, Jay Sids. Like it's so many folks that we got to meet. Like you missed out, bro. I wish you could have been there.
You're telling me, man. Unbelievable. Now Truck's coming up here.
Alpha, bro. It was a blast. It was a blast, bro.
Oh, I can tell.
Murph was so much fun to hang out with, man. And if I didn't have him as my tour guide, man, I went till like 2:30 on Saturday without even knowing that there was a first floor to this fucking place. Sorry, Nat. And dude, it was so wild. I met so many people. Man, it was great.
And this was the first time for a lot of you guys to meet,
yeah,
right?
man, absolutely. Yeah. Everybody I met was the first time I met them, and everybody was so cool, man. Everybody was so cool. I met Mikey Three Lips, who's up here. Three Lips. Met him.
Mikey Three Lips. I like that.
Three Lips. I said Three Lips. Three Lips.
He talks so much.
He was such a nice guy, man. Beautiful, beautiful baby. Oh my god, what the most beautiful baby I ever seen in my life, man.
And it's so dope to get troopers in the mix of the IRL team. It's like we had Crosmo showed up in New York, and it was like me and Johnny, and that crew. Like now we've got, it's just bigger and bigger. Like everybody's showing up, and next time is gonna be even bigger.
I didn't get to meet Truck though, man. I'm sad about that. I didn't get to meet Truck, and I didn't get to meet Jesse because Jesse was so busy, dude. That guy, I saw him many times, but the dude was so busy, it was insane.
I'm so glad to hear that, like, this is how it played out, because we really didn't know what to expect, and I kept switching in my head, like, my idea of what it was. When I went to the website and I didn't see Jesse on it, and I saw so many other tattoo artists, I was like, wait a second, what is this thing? And then come to find out that Jesse is like not on the website because it's literally just like he's in charge of fucking everything down there, and rented out the entire hotel. Like bigger than anybody thought.
Me and Murph were just throwing shade on you all day. That was basically what it was. It was fun though.
Like well deserved, bro.
It was so much fun because we were doing it because we were doing it at you too, so you were part of it.
That's why I pulled up here to talk mine. I had to pump mine
Truck
out real quick. I gotta throw my jabs, bro. You missed it. It was dope. It was dope.
Yo, Truck, how did we not meet Truck?
In the right size, everybody. Did everybody at least get their T-shirt in the right size? Did I get that part right?
Oh yeah, I definitely got a T-shirt.
Did you get that?
I don't know how we did.
How's the fiber of the fabric though?
Oh, it's a nice shirt, bro.
It looks nice.
It's a nice shirt.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's in the washer right now. I'm gonna get this thing. This thing.
It looks
has
athletic.
a
it looks
strong,
like a workout shirt.
very strong weed smell.
That's part of it, man.
Yeah. This thing came smelling like 420. Yeah,
I take care of the details, right? I told you this. I have a job to do it.
absolutely. Yeah, you get this Thunder shirt. This thing smells straight up like some dank ass weed. I
We keep
love
it
it.
all in the same box, bro.
Yeah, I don't even smoke, and my car smelled like weed the whole way home.
That's what the soap is for. I will be shipping shoes and soap today, and stickers. I mean, not stickers. I don't have the stickers. Patches and the buddy boxes. Everybody got buddy boxes down there?
Dude, those buddy boxes were sweet.
Yeah, no, a few folks bought some buddy boxes, right? They, they're not cheap, but you got to know what you're getting. So it's $65, but you're getting a metal insulate. The mug is beautiful. You get a coffee mug, a T-shirt, a Nobody's with the RSC chip in it, a sticker pack with over 30 different projects in it. Like it's well worth the money. But when at a tattoo convention, not a lot of people knew about it. There was a few that got sold. I was the first one. Big ups me, right? I bought the first one. But the mugs are beautiful. We're definitely getting mugs made just like those for sure. They're insulated like the Yeti mugs. They're not Yeti mugs, but they have the same technology.
Like a vacuum layer.
Yeah, it's got the vacuum insulated. Yep.
That's awesome.
With the lid.
How much are the buddy boxes?
65.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Was there
65,
a lot of...
or you get a free one after I think 15 three Gen 3Ds mints, right? So if you mint three Gen 3Ds or 15 then Gen 3Ds, you get one. They'll send you a buddy box for free.
Well, then that's the play. But anything to support what Johnny and Buddy Labs is doing, I suggest every project.
What we have to do for them is one thing. We have to do one thing for the Nobodies as a community. They've got the Nobu token. They've lowered the price to 21 Crow. You'll be able to stake that token to earn the Nobu coin or cryptocurrency, right? We really to push that mint and get them into doubt but because that's what they're depending on in order to move forward. It's their next step, right? But they dropped the price to 21 Crow. Like you can mint 100 pack for 2K. Like that's $200. You get 100 NFTs. Come on, stakeable NFTs.
Bro, I'm like blown away that how is the Nobodies, especially after meeting Johnny Tins, bro, like how is he not minted out ASAP?
That was the same thing I said.
Man,
Johnny has the best personality, man. When you bump into him, my man immediately snatched a smile out of me, bro. Like it's just his vibe, bro. Big shout out to Johnny Chips, bro.
Johnny was the star of the show the whole weekend. The man, all the women love Johnny. Like he is he got people to autograph his shit. Like everybody.
This was the same story in New York, bro. Like no one even looked at me in New York. It was all about Johnny Chips. He's hard to stand next to, but I know the answer. Why do you guys think it doesn't translate? Why is it that he is the fucking coolest guy you'll ever meet, the nicest guy, the hardest working dude on Chronos, and yet nobody's is still minting? You answer me this.
It blows my mind, bro.
It's the community. It's the community. It's the vibe. It's the vibe on Chronos, bro.
That's not an answer.
It is the answer.
All right, it's a classic truck,
bro.
Too vague to make sense answer.
Listen,
what
bro,
is
he was
it?
even
What
onboarding.
He was onboarding you, Gonzo, and Genius, bro. Like I didn't even know that was Genius next to me the whole time, but actually got a picture of Johnny onboarding Gonzo and Genius on the Nobody's project, bro. It's so dope. His actual real life
Bro,
collectibles
it
is so cool.
in 5 different instances, but in 2 of those instances were Ugonzo and Genius. 5 different people came up and was like, "Yo, this box, we've got to do this." One girl told him, "You need to do this seasonally. Put out a Halloween box, Christmas box, Easter box." Like it was a beautiful, beautiful. We met so many people, made so many connections. I got an email address from Hannah from CDC NFT. We met Hannah from CDC NFT. I got her email
And I
address,
don't
so
want
we're making
people to
that
get it
connection.
twisted. Crypto.com NFT is our homies. They follow us. They come to the spaces. They listen. And they converse. It's crypto.com
Oh,
that has us blocked. You know, that's a
that
I just
part.
want people to differentiate.
I got
Mur-
something for you, but
yeah, Murphy had to
on
talk
that.
about that.
Okay, Jenkins, you shut it because he's going to have to call me one-on-one to find out the details that I know now about the blocking.
Ooh.
Killing it, Murph. Killing it,
Killing it.
bro. Alpha, you better not get rid of Murph. That's all
I
I
don't
gotta
know,
say.
man. I don't know, man. Virginia was a big test. You think he passed?
You failed, but he
We all know that. We all know that. But it looks like Murph passed with flying fucking colors, and it made a big splash. Johnny Chimps, of course, makes the biggest splash, but we can't contest with him in real life. When it comes to Web3, we really need to get behind him. We really need to get behind that project, and we need to put our money where our mouth is, because something's not
We're
adding
doing
up.
way more than getting behind. Johnny belongs to us. None of you can have him. I'm claiming now. That's just the hands down, right? So I showed up. He showed up. I showed up. He showed up. He belongs to us. So that's just the way the shit. I put my flag in his ass.
Oh, all you got to do is show up, y'all. That's it.
So Murph, who's this guy? Who's Johnny? You want to go ahead and send me his DM? I think he might listen to me. Good
People
morning,
Nope, you
everybody.
still
can't have
don't
it.
know about Johnny Chimps, man. We like he's gonna take up an entire chapter of the Jungle Book. Like this dude has been grinding from the start, and we're not giving him enough of a spotlight. And he doesn't want it. That's the thing. You know what I mean? He probably hates that I'm doing this right now. But yeah,
Yeah,
Johnny Chimps, Johnny Chimps, Johnny Chimps.
I'm gonna make a tweak now for his Nobu link.
Fuck yeah.
And bro, the coolest thing about with Johnny Sins, bro, it's like, bro, the Buddy Labs is like being crofam. You know what I'm saying? Like they have done so much merchandise and actual real life work, and for so many other crofam projects, bro. So it's like, I mean, we all wouldn't be like the Buddy Labs is connecting all these Kronos projects, bro, and it's awesome, bro. I love it.
He's doing it. He's doing exactly what we're trying to do here, which is get all the projects to do things together, to build each other up and create a good look when people start glancing at this chain. We have to put our best foot forward.
And the main thing I noticed with Johnny Chin, like he's a doer. He's not a talker or whatever. Like he just does, bro. That's a you don't I don't see him much in Twitter Spaces. He might listen a lot, but like but the in real life onboarding, bro, massive. And he bro, machine, straight machine.
You got people you can onboard right now, bro. I hear them in the background. Get on it, Mikey. Who do we got here? We got Hank up here. What's going down with CrowSwap?
Morning, Alpha. Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime, man. It's almost 10 a.m. We're about to break down the charts, let everybody know how ETH is ripping. Where are we at?
Sweet.
Forget it.
CrowSwap. I mean, our time lock farms came out yesterday. Those went off without a hitch. We had an iOS issue that we had to fix this morning, but it's because Apple hates Web3. But our largest sell pressure avenue has been pretty much subsided at this point. The largest trading bot that was constantly pairing and unpairing LP and using that to farm Crows, they have not done a single TX since our update. And the chart shows. So I think everyone was receptive of it. They liked the idea. Some people were mad that they couldn't just degen wreck our project, but we're here for the long term, so I really don't care what they have to say. But yeah, it's going good.
No, it's awesome because I've noticed some changes with the platform. So there was a lot of bot trading that was putting sell pressure on Crows, but you changed the locks, the time locks on the farms, but the emissions stayed the same and sell pressure was reduced.
So the emissions are technically the same if you lock your stake in the farm. What we did differently is we took the emissions that are essentially extra. If you have a 0-day lock, you're actually going to be receiving 2/3 less than you would with the previous rates, where if you lock for 180 days, you didn't lose any DPR or APY or anything like that. So it's an incentive for LP providers to mutually benefit the platform. They get the nice emission rates, and we don't have to worry about losing a large portion of the LP on the platform. It's one less thing that we have to focus on. We onboard new people. All the new people who comes to the site, they just think it's part of it anyways. Everyone who was in early got to take advantage of those early rates. But now, if you want to continue getting those rates, you're going to have to it has to be beneficial to the project as well as the user. So there is an aspect of trust in there. People are going to have to trust that the project is going to be here for 6 months. It's all on the blockchain. There's nothing really I can do about the time lock anyways. So, it'll be here no matter what. And what we're doing with the extra emissions, if they are not time locking, is we're actually burning those tokens. And how we do it on CrowSwap is we're not just sending it to a dead wallet and it's sitting there and it's still part of the market cap, etc. We fully delete tokens once they're burnt. So this is actually...
How do we do this? Yeah,
so
I want to do it.
Yeah, so it's not too difficult. I can send you... I have no idea how to pin stuff, but I'm going to DM you.
Hey, we can teach each other, bud. Check this out.
Yeah.
The way you pin stuff is, as a speaker, you can go to any tweet while you're a speaker, and in the bottom right-hand corner, the little half rectangle with an arrow coming out of it, if you hit that share button, you'll see the palm tree, and you can pin any tweet.
Bro, I had to figure that shit out. I had to figure that shit out myself last week because I didn't want to look like a dumbass and ask.
No, dude, I don't remind people enough anymore. Like, we used to tell people on a daily basis how to pin tweets, but it's important to know.
Okay, well, let me go find my tweet then real quick.
Yeah, because it is important to know. You can jump in spaces, pitch your project, pin information, and you never know. This is the advertising of the future.
Does it have to be my tweet?
No, you can pin any tweet.
Did that work?
Yep, I can see
Yes,
it.
sir.
Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. I learned something new today. Thank you, Alpha.
Let's go.
Essentially, in the code itself, whenever you have a burn, whenever that method is called, or however your contract works, we're taking total supply minus the burn amount for anything that is burnt to any recognized burn addresses that people are going to try to send to. And what happens is, if they send to XX dead, for example, it will automatically send their tokens to the 0 address. And in the contract, the 0 address is not allowed to have a balance of tokens at all. So we prohibit the 0 address from being able to hold CROS. It does not count as circulating supply. Anything that goes to 0 will automatically be removed completely. Solid State has inherently had this built into their version of default tokens since 2021. We use that as an example just so people can see how it works in code. But if you're burning tokens, why would you want the tokens to just sit on an address that, even though nobody owns the keys for that address or whatever, it's still affecting the overall analytics because they're technically still part of circulating supply. The dead address is still counted as a holder on the blockchain. Now, if you do it the way that we're doing it, or the way that Solid State is doing it, or anybody else who is doing it in our way, when we burned our latest USGF buyback, we actually removed $40,000 from the market cap, but our liquidity stayed the same. So every time we burn tokens, we actually increase the total liquidity backing to the market cap so that you as an investor can have a closer relationship to the true value of your tokens. So
Awesome.
it just provides further stability, further true analytics on your investment.
And this is great for people to actually understand what the difference between these two wallets is. The dead wallet that we have grown accustomed to on Kronos is it's just a wallet that no one has the keys to. So it's a functioning wallet. You can make LP and send it to the dead wallet, and it will continue to be tradable, but no one will have access to pull it. So
Right.
there's a lot of interesting use cases for both of these wallets. I really enjoy the fact that you're able to reduce the total supply without affecting liquidity. It's exactly what we're trying to do with our burns. So I'm looking into this. This is dope.
Yeah, I mean, if you need any help, you just let me know and I can show you.
Appreciate it.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, man.
With that, speaking of analytics, we are almost done with our back end and full analytics platform to show, volume, TVL, etc. So all the stats that people have been asking us for is almost going to be there. But the more important premise for those is once we get those updates out, we can apply to CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, CDC, DeFi Llama, etc. And that's when we'll actually start marketing the platform heavily. So definitely something to look forward to.
This is huge, man. I've been saying, and people think I'm a dummy, and sometimes I am, but like the Gravity Bridge update is about to go live in about 48 hours. The World Cup is coming. We've got the promotion that we're working on together with CroSwap for the World Cup and their mint, their soccer mint. God damn, man. See, I'm already fucking it up as an American. It's not
Sweepstakes.
even soccer.
Football.
Football.
Football, yeah.
The
Yeah,
football
you
mint.
guys play football with your hands.
We'll get there, Morpheus.
No worries, no worries. Hey, Zeus, I was just listening and kind of not paying attention, but at the end, you caught my attention. How does this work for an NFT? Can I reduce the actual supply with a burn?
Yeah, so NFTs inherently have a burn method built into them.
Of course, thank you. Yeah.
So you should be able to use that for most standards. There are certain ways that NFTs should differ, at least in my opinion. One of the just as an example, I'm building a educational mobile app that teaches people how to use crypto, how crypto works, the whole 9 yards, called Rise and Mine. And with the NFT collection that we're releasing with that, instead of burning NFTs to completely remove them from circulation, one way that we are trying to essentially bridge the gap between what the SEC regulations are for a security versus how NFTs work right now is, you know, if you have a utility like we do, where, you know, anything that happens with your NFT, you try to benefit holders. If you're benefiting them in any monetary way, then it could be seen as a security. And that's really the number one issue that's going to happen with most NFTs and most of the utilities that they bring on. But if you frame the utility around the idea of, you know, we're not just giving it to users, this is not a dividend, but instead you take, you know, for example, a Rise and Mine NFT, you allow those users to claim rewards over time for a certain number of times, and after you hit the limit, the project is essentially buying back those NFTs, so you don't burn it. The project receives the NFT back from the user. Then it's just essentially the project buying a commodity at a premium rate rather than burning NFTs. So I do think there is a slight difference in that aspect, simply because of how NFTs work. So it's definitely a cool discussion for that aspect. But technically, yes, you can burn NFTs using the built-in methods.
Yeah,
Not the
absolutely.
one we're gonna. Not the one we're making on Friday. We are making the first soulbound NFT on Chronos as the Thunder Project. Big shout out to our dev Brian, NBA Top Boy, and Vitalik Buterin for putting us onto it. But these are NFTs that you will never be able to get rid of. And I really dig all the tech that we're learning how to use around here.
Can I
Popped up
follow
out
up
of nowhere.
to Suits about that? You mentioned securities. I'm curious because of the of the way I am sacrificing minis. I give them opportunity to send minis and 25 Pro. I then send back a non-monetized token called Soul. They mint a ghost with that Soul. Is that within the kind of boundaries of what's not a security?
Sure thing, buddy. You make it complicated enough, no fucking IRS agent is gonna chase you down that rabbit hole. Like, no, I made him switch it for this, and then we swapped it for that, and then it was $1.
Yeah,
I'm not an SEC lawyer, so take anything I say at a grain of salt. That purely my opinion on how things work. But if you are not directly giving them monetary gain, that at least helps you from being in a certain category. Or if you are, you have to do it in a smart way.
I hope that's helpful, Morphs. Mikey, what's up with you?
Hey, talking about burns and the dead wallet, is there actually a way say it like I'm into the NFT, they rugged on me, and is there a way you can actually just truly burn it? Like not send it to a dead wallet, but like delete it. Is there any way to actually delete something off the blockchain like that?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the permissions of the smart contract, if they're verified on, EtherScan or ChronoScan or whatever, you can easily go to those sites and use the burn method themselves, unless it's locked down to, only the deployer. It depends on what the smart contract is. Technically, the NFTs that I create, I let anybody burn their tokens or NFTs or whatever they want to do because, well, I mean, why not? But if their contract is not verified, you'll have to do it through the blockchain itself, either on a terminal or use a back end or something like that. Even then, it's completely random or per project basis on whether or not you'll have permission to do so. For tokens, yes, you can just send it to the dead address or however their burn works, and generally they'll be out of the circulating supply. Just don't mess up and send it to the wrong address.
But so
And
like
just remember
sending it
what
to a dead wallet.
NFTs are. It's like you have the token, and then you have the picture, right? That it's pointing to, and you have the blockchain and all the transactions that you've done with it. So you can get rid of an NFT if you try hard enough. The token itself, you can hold an NFT and lose the picture behind it because the project never paid the fees to keep the images on IPFS. There's so many things that can happen when you start to realize what an NFT actually is, what it represents, and what the framework is that makes all this possible. Just hold those. you're gonna find a use for it, bro.
My best advice is, if you get dusted or you get rugged or whatever bad thing can happen in crypto, just hide it from your wallet. Don't touch it and act like it doesn't exist.
If you post it on, so like there's some NFTs like I'm just sick of scrolling through. So maybe I'll just post it on
What wallet
Proceed
do you
so it
have?
gets out of my wallet, and then I never see it again. If it sells, it sells. If it don't, then I never
What
see it again.
what wallet do you have?
I got MetaMask and CDC.
So you should be able to hold down on MetaMask and hide the asset if you don't want to see it.
Or
Okay,
you
I
can
don't use
transfer.
I
You
don't
can
use
transfer.
MetaMask too much.
You can transfer the stuff that you want and leave the other stuff behind, and just keep making more wallets. Help us
Yeah.
get the number up
Well,
from wallets.
there
Get
is
those
something
numbers up,
about
Zeus. Let's go, baby.
what he said that I would be cautious about. Is he said if these projects rugged. Now, this is a purely hypothetical conversation, but if somebody were to rug, I would not put it past that project to update the smart contract at the same time with malicious intent. So, in my mind, if anybody has done something wrong in their project, I don't touch
Right?
those assets ever.
Yeah.
Because if you approve it and they happen to have changed something, you could get your entire wallet compromised, and that's just a whole nother mess that you're gonna have to deal with. So if you ever associate a project with the word rug, or that it's malicious or anything, my best advice is never touch those assets ever again, or the website or anything. I don't care if they get the Pope to apologize for them. Better use says, fool me once, and,
You ain't gonna fool me again. I got you.
Yeah.
No tire basura.
Yep.
Zeus, was that
With
did I
MetaMask,
get?
you can revoke it though.
if you want to keep the thing. If it's just the image or whatever, because I've seen devs take over rug projects now, or they're like a whole collection and like a dev splits on everybody, and then there's still a whole community and collection left behind. Like there's those situations, but it's so complex to answer. I can't believe he just tried to, or actually did explain that, because that's intense. But there is projects going around now that you can send. I'm not saying interact with them if you really think it's that ruggish, but they're taking all the bad NFTs or whatever you have in your wallet, and you can send them to them, and they'll like give you a token or something like that. There's a lot of those projects coming about now too.
It's the thuggish,
Yeah.
ruggish bone.
I've I've definitely seen those, and I agree. There's always the outliers, but at that point, it's just do your own research and make sure that you're comfortable with it. If you are not sure on something, feel free to DM me, and I can read their contract and tell you what's going to happen either way. I can't tell you what's going to happen on their website because their code's not public, but at least from the smart contract purpose, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. I never want to see anybody put in a position where they potentially lose money or assets or anything like that. We come for so run.
It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. Ruggish. That's the word of the day. Zeus, what it do?
Oh, are you closing it off?
No, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you were putting the music for the end.
I just had to drop it on him because people acted like they didn't know what I was singing a second ago. You go, Zeus. We're here till 11.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to throw out there the Trooper space right after this one. All the whitelisted groups are getting together on a space. So if anyone wants to come by, I bet they're gonna give out some stuff for free. So if anyone wants to hang out after the Coffee and Crow, yeah, I'll be there too.
I bet you're right. Danny, you going?
No, I just wanted to know if Zeus minted any of these Halloween bash characters today at $50 a pop.
You talking CDC drops in here,
No.
buddy?
Yeah.
Do I have to sound the fucking alarm in here? Because I hate that. I hate that sound effect. There you go. That's better.
Well, if anybody is tracking it,
we're saving our money for the Visa Mint, bro.
Well, I'm gonna do that one. You're laughing, Alpha, but I'm doing the Visa one. I'm doing that one because I won the shirts.
They dropped like 50K of these things, and like 507 have sold, and like I think they were expecting to sell like all 50K, which is kind of laughable.
Wait, that's 2. Wait, is that 2. No, it's not 2.5 million.
You never know with those guys, though.
So, would you consider this a failure, though? Like, to sell like 507 out of like a 50,000 supply on like the main platform?
What's the utility?
The utility is that you could create your own like avatar from like or like your own NFT PFP from like the select artists here, which are like Psycho Kitties, Mad Hair, Carcass, TMK, Boomers, Alphabot, and Psycho 8 or Psychonaut 8th Division. And,
wait, that's on CDC, you said?
Yeah, that's on CDC right now.
An interesting idea, right, Zeus? It's
That's
like,
the
I've heard
coffins
it
they were
before.
selling.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah, well, we're trying to go to the one-on-ones. That's gonna be like the wave, getting a one-on-one from every artist instead of having the whole supply and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's a fucking great idea. I'm glad I had it.
I'm done with ideas spit over the internet with no backup on them.
Honestly, everybody can take their shot at it. That's the whole point of this marketplace of ideas in here. You got a good one?
But I can back up those that I'm bullish on, those that show up. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the person that minted the 3 no booze.
Put your money where your mouth is, man. It's like
Consistency is key.
we try not to just like gloss over subjects and important projects. We have a lot to talk about, but like you can't let something like Nobu's just slip through the cracks. That is not something we're gonna let happen in here.
Oh, I have a question though, just because I just got in this conversation a minute ago. So like, did it have a whitelist and every allow list, whitelist, whatever you want to call it, for the project before mint?
I mean, there was definitely like holders of the OGs and everything got airdrops, right, Mark?
Yeah, OG holders got airdropped the diamonds, and those cannot be minted. But the gold, bronze, and silvers are mintable through the contract.
Well, for sure. Yeah, I just came here with no knowledge whatsoever. So it's like a Gen 2 of it, or Gen 1 or something like that, basically.
Oh yeah,
It's a
no knowledge of it.
genesis for their token, right? So the Nobu, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is specifically for the genesis of their token, and everything's going into the liquidity, right? It's like a
Yes,
token.
The Nobu token and the Gen 3D mint, they're separate mints and they're going at the same time. The Nobu token mints are just so it's their way of doing it like a pre-sale, right? So
And
they're
we had the same problem as the Thunder project, right? Because the communication is difficult because we made NFTs that are tokens, so we call them tokens, and people think of the currency token when we say token. You know what I mean? So like
right. I could word that better.
we
So
always have to say
the
Thunder
Nobu
token
NFT.
NFTs and then Thunder. Sometimes I even say Thunder currency to like differentiate it. But the Nobus are doing the same thing, and I'm bullish on anything that comes out of that camp, because that camp is our camp. We're one fucking camp.
Yeah, I can dig it. I just didn't know if it was because he was like, "Will you consider that a failure or not?" I'm like, no. If something doesn't mint out, I've seen those communities. That's where you get your true long-term holders, and you build your community for not minting out, and you don't mint out to random wallets, and you get that comeback. That's basically the way that has always went. So
And that's what we're getting now on CrowSwap, don't you think, Hank? Like this'll shake all the bullshit out of there.
Well, so like our Nodies, for example, for Chronos Node didn't sell out, but it's people are still minting them every day, at least 3 to 5 every day, and eventually it'll sell out because of the utility that we're putting behind it. And the utility that we're putting behind it is not remotely announced yet, because again, everything that we do, I build it first and then I tell you. So. The Quartermaster collection for CrowSwap itself is releasing in 2 weeks, and it's a 10,000 collection. I don't see it selling out on the first day, but that's because I don't have 10,000 holders yet. I'm not building for today. I'm building for 5 years from now. So anybody who decides to participate and they think it's a good idea, I mean, it's entirely up to the user, but it's our job as project owners to provide utility either way. And whether it's 10,000 people getting this NFT on the first day, or it's one person getting one, you have to treat it as if it was going to be 10,000 either way, or you're selling out the whole thing either way, because that one person who still mints is important. And I mean,
100%, man. It took us a month and a half to mint out Thunder tokens on Chronos, and the beginning of it was really difficult. Like not the initial pump, but the weeks that followed when you plateau to like 4 mints a day, which is actually great when you think about it, when you're not in that bubble of self-doubt. And you know, four mints is 4 people finding your project a day. That's pretty good. But man, when you're stuck at that level, and you're trying to mint something out, it can be incredibly discouraging. But it's actually a blessing. It was a blessing for all of us that grew slowly on Chronos over the past year. Because I'm telling you, the fire hose is about to get opened. This is not financial advice. This is not uh, an actual prediction. It's just I've been talking about this fucking gravity bridge for a year, and it's actually about to happen. So when things get easier, uh, the volume has to follow. Like if it's seamless between ETH and Crow, then the
Everybody
liquidity
holding
has to
Crow on
follow.
ETH. Yeah, everybody holding Crow on ETH is likely to find out about Chronos if they don't know about it already. When
Yeah,
I talk to people about, oh, yo, do you have some Crow tokens? They're like, oh yeah, I got it on my Coinbase. I'm like, ah, well, that's not what I'm talking about.
no,
So
but we did show people all year how to send your Coinbase Crow over to the crypto.com app where it will register as just Crow, and you can then send it to your DeFi wallet as CRC20 Crow and get
yep.
busy. But a lot of people haven't figured that out still. A lot of people are still holding ERC20 Crow on the Ethereum network in their met. I know that. No, I'm not, but I was. I was for a while. I think most of us have made that mistake and ended up with Crow on the east side. And when gas fees were $100 to swap it, a lot of us left it over there. But I'm telling you, the wave is it's at least going to be different. I'm not saying a wave comes when the bridge goes live, but the way that volume moves on Chronos is going to change. And hopefully we've all, built solid bases here to be prepared. I think
Well,
we have.
when CrowSwap releases something that we came up with this week, I think I'll be able to heavily provide a onboarding strategy to everybody else on other chains to at least see Chronos and get users to be able to seamlessly come over without having to bridge. And that's the only thing I'll say about how it works. But we are currently designing something, and then we're currently testing something that we designed, and then I'm talking to the patent office. So we've got a lot on the pipeline, especially with how we're going to be doing our NFT marketplace. It's never been done before. It's completely different than how all trading works on NFT marketplaces that exist. So I have not gone into detail about that yet either, simply because I don't want somebody to copy me and steal my idea. So
Yeah, bro, you said word. Like that's the first time we've heard it in here. No joke. So
I keep most
I'm
of
not
the
gonna push
whiteboard
back.
ideas to myself, but the things that we're coming up with are purely on the idea of we hate using things a certain way, so why not change it? And I think once our NFT marketplace comes out, there's not going to be a single person in NFTs that's not talking about what we're doing,
That
because
sounds
I'm
dope.
gonna put it everywhere.
Well, before Murph goes, let me ask a quick one. Is this your first patent, or at least your first Web3 patent?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Good enough for me. Murph, what's up?
Hey, not to change the subject, but I'm gonna change the subject, right? So, and I hate to push a mint, yo, but you said put your money where your mouth is. So since the space has started, right? So since the space has started, we've had 21 Nobu NFTs minted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match every 10. So let's see, I'm gonna mint 10 right now, and for every 10 minted, I'm gonna mint 10. Right? So let's get this guy squared
That
away.
sounds like
Like
a
this is
thunder
a
strike,
real
Murph.
dude. It is, yo. And it's coming because this guy shows up. He worked his ass off like he had 3 hours of sleep, drove 6 hours, and was ready to throw down. I love that work ethic. Y'all know me. I'll work 140 hours in real life every 2 weeks, right? That's what I clock on my check the tapes. Alpha, you see the DMs. And I do everything that I do here for Island Thunder. That kind of work ethic has to be rewarded, has to be commended, has to be talked about. Like, he don't come to spaces, he doesn't shill his project, he working, and this is proof, right? Next year we're gonna actually have the 3D printer on the back table so people can watch everything go. Like, it's gonna be dope. We're only going up from here, folks. So that's, see, I just minted 10 and I gotta mint 10 more. Sorry, go ahead.
That's facts. It's on us, is what I'm about to say in here. Like, it's on the holders and the listeners and the investors. Like, the builders are building. We can't be building and yelling about what we're building at the same time. So, like, it's not just about talking about it in here or talking about it in spaces. We need motherfuckers that are translating this into other languages. We need to be thinking outside the box, and we need to be shouting from the goddamn rooftops. It's that time. It's that vibe. I'm not fucking around here.
So not to shill a mint, but I just minted 10 Nobu as well. So
let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I just refreshed. I couldn't. My mint failed. My first 10 mint failed because everybody's mint. They're calling me on my shit.
Don't crash the damn blockchain now, y'all. We're not.
I'm gonna go broke.
We have 48 hours till the upgrade.
That's the main goal. We try to break the internet every day.
We got 48 hours till the Pioneer 11 upgrade goes live. This is the Gravity Bridge upgrade. This is a big moment for Chronos mainnet, for Chronos 2.0. And also, they are still running that content creation giveaway like we do in here. But this is Chronos putting their money behind it. They're giving out, I think, $1,000. So 5 people win $200. You have to make either a 30-second TikTok or a 5-minute YouTube video about Chronos 2.0. And then make a video about Coffee and Crow 2.0. There you go. Or mix it all together. Yeah, mash up the PP then.
I actually tagged Murph in a DVD pop around screen just now for 5K. My bad.
All right, guys. I have a meeting coming up, so I have to bounce. But it was a pleasure getting to talk to you guys.
Every time, Hank. Thank you.
I try to hop in every morning that I can, but we'll see.
Now, there's a lot to keep everyone up to date with. We appreciate you making the time.
Thanks for having me.
30. Yes, sir. Let's check the charts. We haven't even done this yet. So these numbers are brought to you by Crypto.com. Do not let him be your daddy. Bitcoin is at night. Oh, we're dropping. Oh shit. Now we're dropping 19,370. ETH is still at 1345. But yeah, at 9 a.m. it started to drop. We were all the way up to what last night? 1355. 1355. I would love to hear what people think, because the word on the street was we had to close over 1320, which we did. So does that mean ETH breaks to what? 2K? 25?
Let me get my compass out and sticks. I'm gonna go find out.
Yeah, get your dowsers
and my hanger out.
I don't know, man. Matic is up 8%. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Matic was my first coin that like I had feelings for.
I staked some F word. It's not your game show, Bob. Price is wrong. Price is wrong.
Nah, for real. I don't know what's going on over there on Polygon, but it is probably the most promising layer 2. So I go ETH Matic Crow, Cosmos. Give me all that shit.
I like Cosmos. I like where it goes. I should have bought it in
Did
the
you know
dip.
that 1%? This I learned from DeFi Dave, so I'm just gonna put that out there. But allegedly, 1% of Chronos wallets hold Cosmos. Tell me that ain't true. Say it ain't so, Bob. Like, show me the numbers.
They push it on you pretty good because they're like, oh yeah, you can go over here and build this network. Isn't the bridge on Cosmos?
Everything bridge wise is Cosmos on Chronos right now, and that's why all of our staking on in the DeFi wallet is built on Cosmos SDK. That's why you have the 28-day unbonding period.
I hate that sometimes.
I hate that shit too. You know why I hate it? Because I went to Cosmos afterwards, and it's only 21 days over there. So why the fuck do we have an extra week on Chronos? I don't get it. Either way, I'm not unstaking anything. I'm getting a straight up 20% on my Atom, and I have it in the DeFi wallet and in the Kepler wallet so that I can do more. And I put all my rewards from the DeFi wallet into the Kepler wallet. That's
going from DeFi to the CDC wallet, or that one wallet that you don't own the keys to. I've sent so much, and I can look at the account on the blockchain, and it's stupid because I can look at it, and there's like thousands and thousands of dollars in there that I've sent to this cold wallet, and it's just really aggravating.
This sounds juicy, but we don't have to unpack it.
It's my own damn fault, but man, I can just look at it. Those wallets you can look at that are yours and you just can't touch. It's tragic.
Because you don't have the keys?
It's the crypto.com, like not the DeFi wallet, just the straight app.
Oh, the hot wallet for the
Yeah.
CDC exchange. I got you.
Tragic.
Yeah. I've sent NFTs to that wallet. Those are in there somewhere.
I didn't know that was possible to do that one.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. They used to get them back for us back in the day when it was like those were the only NFTs in there and they could find them. They would charge us $150 to get it back. But I think that ship has sailed. Who knows? If you do know, come on up here. We only got 21 minutes left, and then we're out of here. Troopers is running a space. It's very important that we promote the next space so that we can build momentum over the course of the day. Everybody knows we'll be back at 420. You never know what's going to happen in between then and now. You never know. Murph, what's up?
Oh yeah, it's very, very important that we promote the next space, right? I overheard that you and Troops talking about that yesterday on the drive, and I think that's dope. I think we should all back that up. And secondly, real quick, just a quick update. These folks really jump on me spending money, obviously. So I've had to mint 50 because 50 were minted in the space. So I've minted 50. So that's 100 that we've gotten past. We're up to 1,039 out of.
Don't slow down
20.
now, Murph. I'm gonna send you some money. You keep it going.
Hey, that bonus you sent me, that's where this is going because I'm reinvesting. 1,039 have been minted out of 2,750, right? So we're almost at the halfway mark.
Let's
I think that's
go,
dope.
everybody. Let's go. This is actually very I feel reinvigorated here.
This is the way
19 minutes and I'm fired
used
up.
to go. This is the way mints they used to go before you had an allow list or whitelist. It was like first come, first serve. You FOMO into it and it's hype. Euphoria is going crazy, and that's the way it should go because you're aping into a project that actually means something.
And I hope this feels as good for Johnny as it does for us. I'm sure it does.
Johnny doesn't know anything about this.
He's gonna. This is when value is realized. There's a lot of potential value. There's a lot of stored value, and sometimes we need to realize value, and that's what we're doing right now with Johnny.
We have a
I'm
mega
hoping to
space.
later get him on the line and tell him to look at the contract and show him, hey, look, this is us, you know, showing gratitude to you, because he brought all of those projects. He talked about all of those projects on the table. And is Wavy in here? Is Wavy down there? Wavy. Oh, he's not.
Wavy.
So, but dude, they people loved his, right. I was talking about Chronos Primate Business a bunch just because they just loved his design, right?
Makes a good tattoo, bro.
Primate.
Wavy got it as a
Yeah.
tattoo. I think other people probably should.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM you, Murph, because we had a mega space on the 30th for another chain for B&B, and I'll promote this hell out of yours for sure. It's
Oh
easy.
well, yeah, man. It's not me, right? It's the nobodies. But I just cannot stop talking about work ethic and what I saw this weekend, right? Johnny and Tiago, they they have a passion for all of this. And another thing that I wanted to bring um, back from this is Instagram. So the entire tattoo community is on Instagram. Why? Because they don't really speak to each other. They don't talk, right? So I realized that cryptocurrency has this big hold on Twitter, but why isn't the NFT specifically community, right? The NFT community not on Instagram? Like this is a, a platform that speaks in photos, in art. So we need to bridge that gap. And with that, I'm that is going to be our next hire here at the Allen Thunder, is an Instagram person, right? If Legion doesn't want to take it up himself. He likes to challenge himself and do a lot of stuff. So there's no telling. I haven't spoke to him about it, but he does get tips because of his position. But if he doesn't want to take that on, I'm definitely going to be looking for somebody to get into Instagram and get that going for us, right? Because we need that to bridge. That was their first question. Johnny would try to get people to follow him on Twitter, and then their first reaction is, "Oh, I don't have Twitter. I've got Instagram." So why are we not trying to
So
reach
he
out
was
on all platforms?
onboarding to Twitter. He was onboarding.
Yes, sir. Onto Twitter,
That's
onto the
that's dope.
nobodies, onto all of the Crow fam. We were pitching everybody there. And it's great because everybody, all of the different little projects have something different to bring, something to give. And those that didn't know about NFTs and crypto have heard the word metaverse. So we got to talk about Crotopia and the Chronoverse and all of that coming. So it's dope.
I'm gonna DM you, fam, because right now on the dev side of Instagram, we have one or two projects that they're doing the how the emotes run on there, like the animated emojis and everything, are tying into NFTs. So we've been doing the same thing and trying to do everything. So just let me know, and I'll DM you for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm here. That's what this weekend was all about, making connections.
Hey,
Let's go.
like I don't know, the Main Street, like our deal, like I'm like 1/3 of the company of Main Street. That's what everything since like Vegas, the expo, like to LA, like the IRL events are killing right now. Like there's a meeting this morning about this stuff, and like those IRL where people is trying to work just like everybody on crofam is doing. Like it's who's working right now and who's staying consistent, and everybody's
And
dealing with
look
the
at the
same thing.
progress, bro. Look at us in New York. Look at me and Johnny in the setup in New York, and check the tapes, right? The live show we ran from New York. The grind is the same, the energy is the same, but look at how much bigger that table is. Look how many more projects are there.
That's where you reach and handshake first in person and do real business.
Look at that 3D fucking nobody, man. It's like a foot tall. Like everything is just going to continue to grow at a faster rate. We're always talking about the human mind can't uh it can't comprehend compound interest. It can't comprehend exponential growth. But you'll fucking realize it as it continues to happen. You'll continue to be blown away at the speed that things change and grow. And that's what I'm here for, man. And don't forget, if you're in here as a listener, you need to tweet the room out. You need to tell people about Twitter, that it's not a shithole like it used to be. Um, these are really important things. The translating into other languages. If you speak another language, you have to help us get this out in other languages. Let's go, Mikey Jenkins Legion.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Barbara actually started on Instagram and then she moved to Twitter. So I think she actually has more. I don't have an Instagram myself too.
Bro,
I
the
need to get one.
Instagram thing is gonna pop off this winter. I'm telling you that shit right now. Last year, my wife started the Abisu's Bay Instagram page, and like, yes, she's been super busy all summer, but like, we're wrapping it up right now. So she's gonna get back on that Instagram shit, and it is not the same deal as last year. Cause she ain't gonna be doing it for Abisu, she's gonna do it for us. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, damn y'all! Somebody minted 10 more. All right, let's do this.
So
Deploying more capital.
Murph and I were talking about this when we were in Richmond Alpha. It's like the part of what you're paying for when you get Johnny to make those stickers for you is not just paying for the price of those stickers, but the promotion that comes along with it, man. It's insane the guy's drive and his knowledge of all of these projects. And between the four of us that were at that table, we knew or held every one of those projects that were on that table, and we were able to talk about every one of these things and share the knowledge of all of these projects, man, and promote all of this stuff. Not just I wasn't just down there talking about troopers, man. I was down there talking about every project people ask about on that table.
Yo, and I'm only saying this because Johnny's not here, and I don't want to blow up anybody's head, but like, he is like if Frank was smart. You know what I'm saying?
He's so good.
Like, we are so lucky to have this guy.
Dude, he's got gifts. He's got gifts that I do not have, man. His gift of gab with people is unreal. Like, I get almost uncomfortable in public settings. Like, dude, he's got it, man. He is so good with people. He's unbelievable.
And wicked humble, dude. He does not think
this about himself. He does not.
At all.
Nah, me and Murph may have walked off a few times, Johnny never left the table except to move his car that was going to get towed, So he's there the whole day too. So the work ethic is unreal.
In New York, we didn't have an actual table. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Johnny just dominated. He's like, "This is my spot."
I'm telling you, anybody that's on the fence about getting work done by Buddy Labs, get off the fence, man. Get it done, man. I'm telling you, the guy is gold.
Get in the trenches with us, man. The dude doesn't stop working. Like,
financial advice. He's your guy.
Verified.
Murph, you got. Oh no, I was gonna say, if you're gonna expand out of Twitter, I will go with TikTok over Instagram. It's way easier to get in front of more eyes than Instagram, because Instagram, you gotta build up a following to show them the stuff. On Instagram, you post a video and you get thousands of views, like thousands of eyes on it, without even anyone, like a brand new account can get 1,000 eyes on whatever you post.
Yep, we're doing both. So we talked to like the right hands of a few of the tattoo artists there, and got a lot of good info. And that's what I was telling Alpha earlier. We really need to get on a one-on-one conversation. So set some time aside, maybe about an hour, because we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, you can get someone to make a couple of 30-second videos, like promoting Coffee and Crow, promoting the jungle spaces, and then just throw them on TikTok every couple of days.
Yeah, we could get Steeder to do it. He's been putting together some really good stuff. I don't want to overwork Legion, but I know Legion could probably bust it out, or Brian makes good videos.
Good morning, guys. I have it's funny that you guys were talking about this. I low key began working on a Instagram for the fam. I'll post post a comment about it. But yeah, I was thinking about that, right? Like different ways to, get eyes, on the project, get ears on what we have going on. And I did open up an Instagram. I began learning the difference between, like the regular profiles and the business profiles for Why Not. It's been a while since I've used Instagram, but yeah, I opened one up and just thinking of ways to make it different. And I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm gonna take the challenge. I'm gonna take the challenge with yeah, baby, with TikToks. That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the only
make
thing with
that 200
Instagram.
bucks real quick. Make that 200 bucks from Chronos Accelerator or Ken Tismet or whoever's putting it up. Because all you got to do with TikTok is make a 30-second video. I don't know because I've never done it, but easier than a 5-minute video for YouTube.
That is true.
Yeah, the TikTok growth is gonna be way
Cough, cough.
way
So look
more
what they're working
faster than the
on.
Instagram one. The algorithm on Instagram it's fucked up. Like with all the updates they have done, it's harder to reach people.
Interesting.
Well, it is difficult to build that up, but at a convention that's full of tattoo artists, famous tattoo artists, a lot of us that didn't in here don't know them, but I watched every season of Ink Master. I was fanboying all over all of these guys. That's Jenkins. I was like, oh, I know that guy. I know that guy. So, when you get face to face with these people and then they follow us and then they
Oh
retweet
yeah, no,
or
definitely,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
That's where we reach out.
Well, what you got to do is create a QR code with a tree, so to put on your table. So just tell people to scan the code, the QR code, and then it just shows up the tree to your Instagram, your Twitter, your TikTok, everything on there.
Yeah, I'm one step ahead of that too. I made Alpha a QR code for his Twitter over the weekend, and so we're going to be doing that too. That's one
I was
mistake
gonna
that I made.
tattoo it on my I was gonna
Tattoo it on your ass cheek, right there. The same one that Pharaoh wears the thunder token on.
Oh, I can't wait to see that, man. It keeps getting bigger.
I'm
Ball
gonna
out,
drive
ball
just for
out.
put my Instagram on the comments.
What
You
up,
can
ball
legit
out?
connect your
That's what
wallet
she
to
said.
it.
The other thing we need is a new track, bro. We need like a Coffee and Crow intro song or like outro song or like y'all don't want to hear me do it.
Oh, I know
It's
some
Coffee
rappers.
and Crow. Hey, what?
I said I know some rappers. I guess he said it's Coffee and Crow.
2.0. Act
We
like
got
you know.
ball out right here.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's Monday. Ball out
Oh
does this
snap!
on
I'm
Monday
at
nights,
work.
right?
I'm at work. I was just about to make a post. Say sorry, I can't come up here and sing this live, yo. I'm gonna share it up top, man. Then go check out my song Crypto Blues. If somebody in here got a speaker, y'all can play it. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to it while I'm working and stuff. Hey. But yeah, what's up,
Bro,
gang? What's
I
up,
got
Al?
it. I
What's
got
up,
it.
Murph?
Watch me now. I'm getting better at this. Got the laptop here. All I gotta do is pull up the space. Wait, I gotta act like I'm someone else.
Does anybody have an NFT that has an awesome travel bag? 'Cause I got my fucking neck pillow, and I gotta go to Houston in like 2 days, and I'm needing a new travel bag for my laptop and iPad. Show me that utility somewhere.
Show me utility. Show me utility that like
I'll show you utility.
holds a candle to what we've been doing. T-shirts for holders. How many did we give out, Murph?
A bunch, right? Because a bunch of crofam showed up, right? So Allura, CK, R Dog, Jenkins, I've got one reserved, and Troops hit me with his Scotland address, so I'm shipping him one out, if not today, this week. So he's getting his. But yeah, man, a bunch.
Monday, mail day. We got a bunch of stuff going out. I'm shipping a bunch of stuff today. So, shit, y'all. If you don't have your Thunder tokens, I think they're still on Crocy or Tofu. Are people buying them on Tofu?
Oh yeah, Boomer. You can claim your stuff on Boomer Squad too.
How's that work?
Go to the score page and you can fill out the Google form, and it has your well, just filling out a Google form really. Then you get your token, your shirt, or I mean, wait, a token, hat, and stickers.
Well, damn. And we got to shout out the Steakhouse. Speaking of mints that are right up to the mark, we only have to hit 777 to get the steak token. And I don't know if you guys have been following the Steakhouse, but the haters just haven't been making any money with us. So they're just missing out. Bro, the Dow NFTs staked on Crodex have paid me back like over $100 already.
Oh yeah, that's old school staking right there.
That's a steak. That's a fucking steak. That's only 5 too, because I sent the majority of the Dow NFTs to the Thunder holders. So actually, let me throw this out here. If you're an ETH token holder and you don't have a Steakhouse NFT, the Dow, not the chefs, hit me up, because I know they're super expensive now. They're like over 1,000, and I helped a Thunder holder get one the other day. So don't miss out on those, because we're definitely not just fans of the Steakhouse, but we also have control over it as a DAO, and we're rewarded for that. It's pretty decent. So I think it's like 30 more mints until the stake token drop. So if you're not minting Nobus, or if you've already minted your fill of Nobus and you don't have a chef, I would check those out. These are just suggestions. You know what I'm saying? I also suggest you turn up your volume, because I got Crypto Blues, Ball Out's new track, 2 days old. Let's go.
Name easy, and I live my life straight crazy. Don't need no punk who's paying me, and broke groupies and hoochies don't faze me. I take 2 steps back and release myself to put platinum and gold on the record shelf. I don't brag, but I tell it like a straight up business. Before you do a record, partner, handle your business, and don't get.
Whoa, what was that? Sorry, bro, I had 2 songs going at the same time.
Easy does it.
Alpha, love you. I gotta jump to this other space, buddy.
I was like, what the hell is going on here? I had 2 songs going at the same time. I apologize.
11 o'clock.
All right, y'all. This is gonna be our outro, because yeah, Troopers is gonna start their space. I hope we have it pinned up top. Ball Out's track is up top. Please don't forget, drink some water, brush your damn teeth, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't ever forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anybody. That is the wrong way. Write it down, piece of paper, put it someplace safe, and then show somebody else how to do this shit, because it ain't easy. And roll one for 420. We will be right back here. This is Crypto Blues by Ball Out. Don't forget to tweet out the room. We got a lot more people that listen back than tune in. Bottom right. Act like you know. Let's go.
Funny, how can I invest my money? Like, dummy, I've got the crypto. Yes, I do. How can I be such a I don't know. I've got the crypto. Yes, I do. I don't know what I don't know. Well, if I don't know nothing, I sure do know one thing. I own my juice, I own my crypto. This is the reason I sing. Now did you do your research? Did you listen to me first? Well, did I say it wrong? I hope not. I didn't mean to give you FOMO. I am not a sponsor, promo. I'm just a thing. This game's new. What am I supposed to do? I've got more hope in you than you got in your head. That's right. My one question is why? Would you ride just to still going on? Well, that's the goal. So, yes, you do. How could you be such a fool? I don't know. And I've got the control. Yes, I do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Say funny. How can I invest my money when everybody's acting like dummy? I've got the control. Yes, I do. How can I be such a fool? I don't know. I've got the control. Yes, I do. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yo, that was fire, bro.
Hey,
That was fire. And yo, 40 of y'all stayed for the whole track. You drop catchy tracks, man. We still listen to Lazy Horse Race Club, even though it breaks our fucking hearts, man.
yo, I still listen to it too, yo. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is catchy as fuck, bro. Oh man. Everybody loves that song. That's a vibe, dude. Crypto Blues, that's a vibe. Nice work. I kind of want to keep hanging, but I'll be back. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.
Yo, real quick,